Hey YouTube, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I know, but I got a request in my inbox to speak about basically about how I feel about bullying. Excuse my appearance. I apologize. Just got home from work and stuff. But this person wanted me to basically explain how I feel about bullying. So, well, I feel like it's something that happens more than what people actually think is going on, and a lot of people don't say anything about it because they're scared or whatever the case may be. But I think it's something serious that not only goes on in New York but goes on all over the world. And whether it's about because you're too quiet or because your sexuality, whatever the case may be, it's wrong. So I just finished reading something about a kid. I think he was like 14 or maybe 15. I'm not too sure. And his name is Jamie Rodemeyer. I'm not sure if I pronounce his last name correctly, but basically he was being bullied for a really long time because of his sexuality, and he had blogs and everything like that, and he seemed to be a really nice kid. And he ended up committing suicide, because of him being bullied and people bothering him because he was, I guess, gay or bisexual, whatever the case may be. But people really don't understand how serious this is, you know? I mean, it been other occasions where when kids have been bullied and they get tired of it, and they think irrationally and they take matters into their own hands, and it gets really out of control. Bullying really shouldn't be tolerated in school, which a lot of the times it is. Teachers don't pay no attention to the students. Basically, there's always a student may not come to you and say, "Hey, listen, Miss or Mister, I'm being bullied," but I'm more than sure if you're a teacher and you pay attention, that you know when one of your students are being bullied. I mean, it's common sense. But I feel like bullying is just a really, you know, if you're a bully, then you really need to consider growing up, grow the fuck up, and live your own life, and don't worry about how somebody else is living their life and who they like and who they're sexually attracted to. I think this is something that really needs to be dealt with as soon as possible, because a 14-year-old boy took his life because other people were bothering him, were bullying him day in and day out. So for a child to take his life because he's being bothered, something that could be dealt with, something that could have been handled, I think that's outrageous. And things like this is an example of how close, your peers and, adults pay attention, because you should know when your student is being picked on, or when your child is being picked on. They always show, not to say, excuse me, not to say that it's your fault, but you need to pay close attention, because this is something that happens all around the world every day. People are getting, bullied because of their sexuality. Personally, I feel like if you are picking on somebody because of the sexuality, or picking on somebody, period, you need to find something else better to do, because get a life. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say. I just think it's something, somebody wanted me to make a video about it, so that's what I did. I'm not going to put their name out there. They asked me not to. But, you know, it's crazy. Life is crazy. And, people really need to cut the bullshit out. Cut it out and grow up, or find something else better to do. But in ending this conversation, I just want to say, I feel sad that, he took his own life, or whatever the case may be. But I hope he rests in peace. And, I'm sorry to the family, for their loss and everything like that. But, YouTube, send me videos. I mean, send me invites to my inbox. I make videos, whatever. So later, YouTube.